Assalamu alaikum. So far, we have covered the letters Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Noon, and Ya with the theme of the beach. And then we covered the theme of the Potbelly family with the letters Ha, Jim, Kha, Ain, Ghain, Sin, Sheen, Sod, and Dod. And then we went to the forest and we talked about the letters Ta, Dha, Lam, Kaf, Waw, Fa, Qaf, and Mim. Today we are going to wrap up the learning about recognizing the letters, and you will be ready to read the first lesson of Nurani Qaida. So let's look at this letter. It's similar to Waw. We learned the letter Waw minus the head of it. So this round head that Waw has, this letter does not have that. And this letter is called Raw. Raw, just like the English word R-A-W, raw. So it's a bit heavy letter. We fill our mouth up and then we say it raw, raw. So this letter, raw. Between raw and wow, you will notice something. Similar to wow, raw will connect to letters on the right, but not to the letters on the left. But remember, in Arabic, we read from right to left. So the letters wow and the letters raw connect to the letter before them, but they do not like connecting with the letters after them. So in the first word here, if you see sawa'un, the wow here, the sin, the first letter connected with the wow connected with the letter on its right, but it does not connect with the next letter, which is the alif, and it is written a bit, there's a gap between the two, although it's the same word, sawa'un. Alayhim. If you look at ayn, it is connecting with the next letter on its left, which is the lam. If you look at the letter ra, rabbi, ra did not connect to the letter ba after. And if you look at the word al-alamin, then ayn connected to the word after it, ya connected to the word after it, which is the noon. So a quality of some of the letters in the script of Arabic language is that they will not connect to the letters after them, which can come very handy when we are trying to learn to recognize the Arabic letters. And another letter, now that we've learned the letter Ra, another letter which is a brother or a sister of the letter Ra is a letter Za. This is a twin of the letter Ra, except it just also has a dot on the top. And this is a light letter. We do not fill out our mouth and then say it. So this letter is the letter Za. So we've seen two letters so far, the letter Ra and the letter Za. Now similar to Ra and Za, there are another family, a distant cousin family, and this family has this letter Daal. It looks very similar to the Ra, but if you see that it's not extending as much as Ra at the bottom. It stays like around halfway through, and it does not taper off at the end. So it's like almost the same width all around. And if you have an imaginary line cutting across it, it will almost be like the letter D in English language. So this letter is called the letter Dal. Remember, if you put an imaginary line, it's like a D. So for Dal. This letter is called Dal. Now Dal has a twin brother, and this letter, as you guessed it, it has a dot on the top, and this was Dal. Their sounds are very close to each other. This is Dal, and this one is Zal. Zal. You take your tongue, put it on your top front teeth, put it a little bit ahead, press it and say Zal. Zal. Now you'll notice something interesting in the Arabic language. In English, when we have the TH sound, it can sound very different in different words, like with, this, that, those, three. All of them sound very different from each other, but they have the TH in the script. But in Arabic, we have the exact kind of TH sound that we want to say with each letter. So there's no confusion. It is a very clear language, right? So Dal makes almost like the da in this, Dal, this. Dhaal, the second letter, Dhaal, and that sound kind of when you say with, with, Dhaal, with. Then those, it's almost like a full mouth. So this letter, tho, those, tho, those. The next letter that we have learned with the th sound is the letter sa, three, sa. Remember, three on the boat. Sa, three. This letter is three. Right? So this is just something interesting which will help you later on, but you don't need to remember. If you forget about it, then don't worry about it, inshallah. So the letters that we have learned so far is, some of the letters we learned is like wow, ra, za, dal, and dal. And none of them connect with the letter towards their left. So ra, so wow, ra, za, dal, and dal. None of them will connect to the letters on the left. Like here you will see in these words, sawa'un. In this word, wow did not connect to alif after. Rabbi, ra did not connect to the va. Razaqnahum. Ra did not connect to za. Za did not connect to qaf. Razaqnahum. Then the next word, ad-dini. Ad-dini. The dal did not connect to the ya. Then the last word, dhalika. Dhalika. The dha did not connect to the letter lam. So subhanallah, the Arabic script helps us to recognize the letters and helps us a lot actually in being able to read the letters. As we grow in our knowledge, in our practice, we will learn more and more, inshallah. The next letter that we are going to learn is called ha. Now this ha should not be confused with the other ha that we learned before. The ha, which was part of triplets, ha, jim, and kha, right, with just the dot either on the belly or on the top. So this letter is ha when we eat something really spicy and we're trying, or when we're trying to clean the glasses, ha, ha, ha. But this letter, it looks very different from ha, but it kind of sounds a bit similar, although it is very distinct as well. So it's almost like a happy letter, ha, 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 happy letter, ha, happy, ha. So it's more from the chest, ha, ha. It's a deeper sound, ha. The ha was more from the throat, but ha is more from the chest. The next letter that we have is called Hamza. Hamza. The sound of Hamza is a sound which is similar to Alif, Hamza. But Hamza, one very peculiar quality of Hamza is sometimes it will come on its own like this, Hamza. It will be much smaller than the Ain and slightly tilted. So you know it's not Ain. You don't confuse between Ain and Hamza. Also, sometimes Hamza is like royalty. Sometimes Hamza likes to sit on top of a chair. So he will use the Alif or the Waw or the Ya as a chair to sit on. In these cases too, it will still be a Hamza. So this on the top is a Hamza. The Hamza on top of Alif is a Hamza. Hamza on top of a Waw is Hamza. And Hamza on top of a Ya is Hamza. So what are the letters we've learned today? Ra, Za, Dal, Dhal, Ha, and Hamza. Ra, Za, Dal, Dhal, Ha, and Hamza. Ra, Za, Dal, Dhal, Ha, and Hamza.